Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people just like you learn how they can remove Jefferson Capital Systems from their credit report, and in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, then I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing exactly what the next best step is to take. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or believe that Jefferson Capital Systems or any of the other accounts on your credit are a result of identity theft or have a wrong balance that you've already paid or any other major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the account deleted permanently. Now, if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Just give us a call today. I'll put our number in the description below. So let me go through some of the most important questions that we get about this company. And firstly, really important, is can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Jefferson Capital Systems? And I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. I mean, few people are really taught how credit and debt work in schools. So, I mean, I didn't know this until I got into the business. So, fortunately, unless the debt is related specifically to unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. Okay? So, no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. I mean, you could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So finally, who is Jefferson Capital Systems, and why are they on your credit report? Well, they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap, and then try to collect the full amount from you. So, for example, imagine for a moment that you have, for whatever reason, an unpaid card with Capital One for $1,000, okay? Jefferson Capital Systems could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for maybe $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, giving them a 10x return on their investment. So, yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. Okay, that account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of the time, paying it isn't in your best interest, and you could just be wasting money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Okay. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters or call a lot, even calling your family members or colleagues. And the thing to remember is if collectors have ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case where you'd want to give us a call, and we can connect you with a local specialist that can take action on that immediately. Another question I get is, should you negotiate a settlement with Jefferson Capital Systems? And settling your debt with Jefferson Capital Systems really depends on your goal. Okay. Typically, if you are wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Why? Because, as I mentioned before, if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score the whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. If certain issues exist, the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste your money paying the debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. How do you remove Jefferson Capital Systems from your credit report? The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. So let me say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than you might think. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, possibly months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it, to do it for you, and ensure that it's done properly the first time and save you the extra time, well, we'd be happy to take care of it for you. We've dealt with Jefferson Capital System accounts many times. They regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we can take care of it for you if you'd prefer. How can you get Jefferson Capital Systems to stop calling you? This is a big one. And as I mentioned before, Jefferson Capital Systems will be calling you to attempt to collect the debt they've purchased. Okay, that's just a primary tactic that they use, which means the only reason they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Jefferson Capital Systems try suing or garnishing my wages? Jefferson Capital Systems suing you is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for and what they can do if they win, and it's just a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Jefferson Capital Systems? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt with Jefferson Capital Systems, anything that they've purchased, right? Jefferson Capital Systems is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And as I mentioned, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. Now, while these acts seem very complicated, they provide a great deal of power to you, the consumer, if you know how to use it properly. Now, again, if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. Just give us a call, and we can discuss your options and let you know what we can do from there. And again, our number is in the description for you. So thanks again.